the ASI Alliance is about to launch their foundational AI models, which you can partially own. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all doing great. And yes, I made a video about it. We talked about this last stream. We talked about it as a stream before, but it's a very big thing. So we'll talk about it again. And let's jump right into it, as we always do. Let me check myself here. All right. So ASI Alliance launches Cortex, decentralized AI for industrial needs. Cortex marks the first model launch under the ASI Train initiative, which is focused on creating domain-specific AI solutions for industries like robotics, biotechnology, and healthcare. Unlike general-purpose AI models, Cortex is designed for precision, scalability, and adaptability to meet the specific needs of various industries. The robotics industry is a very interesting area at the moment, adding that the Alliance has several partners who are willing and able to use the Cortex model for inferences. So this is what Humayun Sheikh said, and we already have talked about this. Yes, they are not just blindly launching a model, they actually kind of know what they are doing, which is what you would expect from Humayun Sheikh, who is, as you all hopefully know, has been a founding investor of Google's DeepMind. So yes, Humayun Sheikh knows a little bit about how business works. So yeah, they are going to launch the Cortex model. It is already launched, in fact, and mid-December, as we talked about last time, we will be able to actually own part of it by staking our FET tokens on it. But we'll get into that a bit more in just a moment. Cortex will use a decentralized framework to encourage collaboration across various industries and organizations. So this is also amazing, and keep that in mind. Keep that sentence here in mind. Encourage collaboration between various industries and organizations. Keep that in mind. We'll come back to that at the end of the stream when we have a mainstream article. But anyway, so we basically have multiple foundational AI models that the ASI Alliance is about to launch, starting with the Cortex model that already has customers who are interested. And the Cortex model, again, is aimed at advancing robotics and robotic applications and technologies, which is looking very promising. And yeah, the decentralized structure it offers aims to distribute the benefits of AI development more equitably. Equitably? Is that how you pronounce it? To ensure concentrations of power for AI development do not accumulate and restrict free innovation for developers. So it's basically also big knowledge exchange. So this probably works very, very well together with Fetch AI agents, right? You have your Cortex AI agents that companies, industries, universities, whoever it is can use, and then they are in collaborative exchange with one another, as far as I understand it. Deploying the new AI technology in Minecraft allows the coalition to witness the capabilities of the proto-AGI as it learns and adapts autonomously, broadening the potential for AI in robotics, automation, and smart systems designed to solve real-time problems. So here they are talking obviously about ARIS, which if you don't know what ARIS is, head over to my channel and watch my video about ARIS. And yes, this is also what I was thinking, that ARIS is basically perfect to also start implementing in the Cortex model. Because when you use robotic applications, you don't want to program every single step into it. You want it to learn autonomously on its own and adapt to changing environments and conditions in which the robot or the application works in, which is exactly what ARIS is designed to do and what ARIS is for. So yeah, it looks very, very good in terms of fundamentals, which it has been the whole time, as we all know. All right, let's head over to this because this one is very interesting here. And let's listen to what Humayun Sheikh says about the foundational models.
At the moment, you don't get to see startups come to the market. You don't capitalize on the ability to invest in these AI startups. But that's going to change because You could own your agents. You can actually own the AIs that sits behind the agents. You can even own foundational models which people have built, and they could look to raise funding. So we might see another new funding model which is going to come to the market, which is not ICOs or IEOs or IDOs, but more real assets, real values, which sits in AI being owned by crypto traders. At the moment,
So yeah, AI being owned by crypto traders, crypto people, we all can own part of that model, of the foundational models. And then obviously when the foundational model starts with a value of 10 million, let's say, and you own 0.1% or whatever of that, and then the foundational model gets used more and more by different organizations of different industries, obviously its value gets higher, and it might be worth 100 million or 200 million, and your 0.1% will also grow with that. So it's an amazing earning opportunities, and the fundamentals of the ASI Alliance are looking stronger than ever with basically every passing day. And really, if you don't know what's going on here, if you have not seen any of this, head over to my channel and watch here. This is about ARIS, what you want to watch this year. Update ASI FET earn and burn, everything you need to know. You want to watch this video. And then I have asked you, and yes, you obviously want an updated video about that. So I will break this report down. And this is also pretty great report from Human Chief from the ASI Alliance that shows me again, yes, they know their stuff, they know what they are doing, because they don't just aim blindly. They have actual investment report, a risk report right over there, where they look at the opportunities, they look at their competitors, they look at the potential market that there is and the potential market evaluation. So yeah, there are people who know what they are doing. Now I will break this down very soon, probably in the video next week or the week after that, somewhere around that. In my opinion, if you have read through this, the risk assessment, they're having the risk, they are listing the risk, but the risk assessment is a little bit too short in my opinion. But probably behind the scenes they have a longer risk assessment than what they have over there. So yeah, it's looking very good, and I'm very happy with how everything is developing. All right, let me look at the chat. What the heck is happening with FET? He's supposed to surpass the all-time high by now. Now, Ion, I don't want to call you out specifically, but this is a very good example of what you really don't want to do, and of the people who probably don't want to watch my channel, right? You are blindly running around. Now, I don't want to call you out specifically. I don't mean any disrespect, but probably many people right now are blindly running around and screaming, oh no, the token price doesn't go up. The token price should go up higher. First of all, FET went up nicely, very nicely after the announcement. And second of all, we really need to stop focusing on short-term token price fluctuation. There's one thing we need to understand. We are in a freaking bull market right now. Things are going absolutely crazy, and it will go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, like crazy. What we want to do, everybody watches this channel, that is, we want to focus on the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are looking absolutely fantastic. Probably the fundamentally strongest project in all of crypto. Right? I am not that deep in any other project. I know VeChain is fundamentally very strong. Chainlink is fundamentally very strong. But really, FET's ASI Alliance is probably the fundamentally strongest project in all of crypto if we look at really what is happening over there. And you guys, if you have not watched the video, watch it, but you really need to imagine what is going on there. They are right now deploying foundational AI models that are actually being used in the real world economy. You have a robotics AI model that makes robotic applications much more efficient, much better, much more effective, saves organizations money, helps universities with the research, and will be used by multiple different organizations that already said, yes, we are going to use it. So it's already clear it's getting used, which is creating a revenue stream, which is creating actual real-world income for the ASI Alliance, okay? And these models, you can own part of these models very, very easily. Not much you need to do there. You just need to stake your FET on them. We'll look into that, how that works once we get there. Once you can do that, we'll look into how that works. But you just need to stake your FET tokens on them, and you will own part of that model. And by doing that, you, first of all, will get APY, you will get FET kickback 5%, something like that. And additionally, the part of the model that you own grows in value as the model gets used more and more. And we all know how the AI industry is looking like. Like, the AI industry is still going absolutely bananas. AI is asked for in almost every sector. And it just appreciates and grows in value more and more, like crazy. And you can own part of these models. And you can own them right at the start when they are being deployed. Imagine, and it's not fully the same, but just imagine owning 0.01% of ChatGPT when it first was deployed. And now look at what it is worth now, right? And this is what will happen when you will own part of these foundational AI models that the ASI Alliance is working on. Not financial advice, but you need to do your own research, but this is how the assessment is looking like. You can own right in the beginning a small part of that model, and once this model gets being used more and more, creates more and more income, the evaluation will grow, right? It will start at 2-3 million, maybe 10 million, and then it will be worth 100 million, maybe 500 million, and your part grows with it, right? I hope you all see the opportunities there. Obviously, there are also risks. There are risks everywhere. Maybe the model doesn't get adapted that well. Maybe a better model comes along. But for now, it looks fundamentally very, very strong and like an amazing opportunity. So when you go around and say, oh, what the hell is going on? Why doesn't the FET token has hit its all-time high yet? It should be at its all-time high. Then please, please just take a few moments and look into the fundamentals and what is actually going on here with FET, with the ASI Alliance, and also understand that we are in a bull run and prices are going up and down, and FET is going up at the moment. So I don't know what you are complaining about. All right, rant over. And hi there, Judy, I was missing you. You are excused for being late, but only this once. All right. So yeah, head over to my channel again and watch that video, and yeah, all your questions will be answered a little bit more eloquently than I just talked about it right here, right now. But yeah, fundamentals are looking amazing. And again, if you want crazy token price action, buy a meme coin. Go ahead, buy a meme coin. You need to understand that most crypto projects, and I know I want to move on to stories, but this is important. Most crypto projects, how do they earn money? How do most crypto projects earn money? Think about that for a second. Most crypto projects earn money like this. They bring out a token, they talk about their amazing vision, or maybe not even that, it's just a meme, whatever, and then the token price goes up, and they sell part of the tokens that they own, and like this, they get money. And this is their only revenue stream, right? By selling their tokens that go up in value. Do you see how this could maybe at one point become a problem, a bit of an issue? Yeah, can you see that? So yeah, the ASI Alliance obviously is looking very different because they are working on implementing actual revenue streams. And with these revenue streams, the ASI Alliance will grow as a whole. And we all know with more revenue coming in, the FET token will be bought back, which is the ASI token, and burned, which makes the ASI token go up in value even more. So I don't know how often I already said it, but the fundamentals looking, as of now, freaking amazing. Good. Let's look into this for just a moment. So here, Ben Goertzel, we have the strongest platform for decentralized AI networks and agents, and also the strongest AGI R&D group outside of big tech, and also the most mature non-deep neural net AGI research and development architecture and code base. So we have a lot of fundamental strengths in the global AI scene, which I believe will manifest themselves in commercial development and traction as well as R&D advances. And yeah, we already see that happening, and I would fully agree with that. Obviously, you all know I also love Tau, BitTensor, also great fundamentals, but the BitTensor subnets are doing cool stuff, but they are way, way behind OpenCog Hyperon structure or anything else that is going on in the ASI Alliance. ARIS, right? ARIS, the last video I put out yesterday. I wanted to put it out last week. You all know what happened. If you haven't been here last stream, then I will not tell you what happened. You missed out. But yeah, it's just looking very, very, very strong. In saying that, it's looking very strong. But again, bull market is all speculation. A bull market, nothing has fair value, right? No project is at its fair value. It's all blown out of proportion, okay? And we need to understand that. Obviously, it's going on crazy for another year, roundabout. We looked at that. We'll look at that at the end. For another year, it will keep going crazy. But we need to understand it's all blown out of proportion. The actual fair value is much, much less. However, with the ASI Alliance, it's a lot of hype around AI, but there's also has been a lot of shakeout for weak hands through the mergers and things like that. So we can assume, and this is just an assumption, that the ASI Alliance, right now it's a lot of speculation again because of the earn and burn, but beforehand, we can assume that beforehand the ASI token was pretty much at fair value. So about a year, when we reach the bear market, I would not expect the ASI token to drop as deep as the levels we are at right now, because the fundamentals will also grow even more throughout the next year. But we'll look at that when time comes, and maybe it also gets a bit clearer what I'm saying here. Okay. Good. And am I losing all my... Yeah, maybe I am. Anyway, let's see. Jumping into the next thing here. And again, this is not the ASI Alliance, this is the ASI Alliance community. And I love that about the community, also about the people who watch the stream here on my videos, and the really the broad majority of the community, that they all have this mindset right up here. Let's keep the recent price action aside. Who cares about short-term price action? Who cares? I'm not planning on selling anytime soon. I'm planning on selling my FET, much of my FET, at the top of the bull run, which is in about a year from now. Okay, so who cares about what price action is doing right now? And then obviously I will buy back in as it goes down. But we'll talk about that when it happens. But who cares about what happens to price action right now? Obviously, it's nice when you look at your portfolio and your numbers are up and you feel good, but who cares about that? In saying that, still take profits. Still take some profits. I personally am not taking any profits on FET anytime soon, but on other projects. On other projects, I take profits. Always have your risk in check, okay? I know I'm annoying with that, but you never know what happens. Even if you feel like, yes, it will go up forever, and we have another year, like I'm also saying, we have another year of bull market. What happens if there's a black swan event, right? You cannot plan for that. So stay safe. Anything could happen any moment, right? Maybe the bull market gets cut off tomorrow because of black swan event. Just ask yourself that question right now. would you be okay if tomorrow would be a black swan event and everything went to zero? Would you be okay? If the answer is no, you are in way over your head and way over positioned, and you need to take profits, okay? Because obviously it's not likely that it's going to happen, but it could happen. I already have everything out that I put in. I already have everything out that I put in the beginning, right? And now it's just writing time. I will still take profits, but I personally already got everything out that I put in. So I am already break even, okay? And please always be careful, because again, the black swan could happen. And it's not likely, but it could happen. All right, good. I don't want to see anyone in here get wrecked. So yeah, the ASI Alliance has a diverse utility stack to hold its position as a decentralized AI market leader. FET will be used here. ASI Create Platform, ASI Train Foundational Models, ASI Compute Infrastructure, and more. And when we look at that, it really shows that all very beautifully. Obviously here, price action. So people coming in here and saying, oh, price action is not good. I mean, price action for FET token looks amazing. Oh, it's not at its all-time high yet. So what? I mean, just get out of here. Again, I don't mean any disrespect, but please look a little bit into the fundamentals. It seems like this is your very first bull market. Just be careful and don't get wrecked, okay? Good. So yeah, looking at that, obviously we have the development and ecosystem with the ASI Create. We have a collaborative AI launchpad empowering developers to build, fund, and deploy innovative AI projects. Application layer to leverage agent-based application development. So everybody can get in there. You can get, if you have an idea, right? You don't even need to be able to develop that. But if you just have an amazing idea and you feel like, yes, this will revolutionize the world, or this is definitely a niche in the market, you can go into this platform and you can get funding. You can build it on there. You can find people who help you build it on there. You can deploy that on there. So it's all there for you. You can work on your own stuff. Then you have AI algorithms and models with learn and train. First of all, you have an agentic learning stack encompassing AI learning, and cognitive self-orchestration layer. Knowledge graphs combined with LLMs and other trained models to deliver intent-based general and industry-specific solutions. And then obviously train, we have domain-specific foundational AI models solving industry-specific challenges with decentralized ownership. These models form the next step in evolution of Gen AI and form a part of DeSci initiative. And obviously this is also Cortex and the other foundational models that will be coming out soon-ish, and that we will be able to own part of. And then we have all infrastructure, network tools, data, compute, and more. Now, we don't need to go through all of that. It's NuNet, it's obviously Kudos, it's Hypercycle. The ecosystem is looking very, very strong, and it's just very well thought out and well-rounded. Now, again, I like Tau, I like BitTensor, and with the different subnets, they kind of doing the same, and they have it all under the one belt, under the one token, right? And that's cool. But the ASI Alliance, right, first of all, they are decentralized by themselves, because you have FET, you have SingularityNet, you have Ocean, and you have Kudos, and they are all operating as the same with the same token, but they are still independent organizations that all have their own ideas and innovations, that all communicate very closely and build off on one another and learn from one another and collaborate very, very closely, basically, yeah, as the same organization, which is very, very fundamentally strong, because you have a lot of innovations through that. And then you have the greater ecosystem where you have NuNet, where you have Hypercycle, where you have Sophiaverse, where you have the Rejo project, and all of that, which also all feeds into the whole decentralized AI and AGI development and into the foundational strengths of the whole alliance. So it's just looking fundamentally amazing. I don't know what else to tell you. fundamentally, it's just looking freaking fantastic. And then we have, again, every live stream here, I tell you about new partnerships that are going on. And now we have SingularityNet and MENA Foundation form a strategic partnership. And I lost my markings, but I wanted to read this right here. This collaboration enables connecting SingularityNet's long-standing commitment to driving forward a decentralized AGI with MENA protocol's emphasis on safeguarding user data and improving confidentiality. So sounds also very, very good. Another cool partnership. I will not go through all of that. Again, follow SingularityNet. Oh, nice. They have the ASI Alliance symbol there. I didn't even notice. I did not even notice that they have the symbol there. That's pretty neat. Yeah, anyway, follow them. You can read through that yourself. But yeah, pretty cool new big partnership. And these partnerships are there every week. We have new partnerships to announce. There are also a lot of smaller partnerships that I don't even mention here because otherwise we would just talk about partnerships on here. Anyway, obviously other cool stuff happening. We just talked about it. Hypercycle. And I don't know if you have even are in the loop of all of that, but Hypercycle introducing the second generation Hyperring. Hyperring, what is that? Well, it's basically a ring that you wear and you can make payments with that. It's pretty cool, actually. I don't have one. Maybe one day I'll get one. So the second generation Hyperring is here, revolutionizing contactless payment technology, waterproof, durable, and batteryless. It's always ready for secure, wallet-free payments, whether you are on the go, at home, or traveling the world. Certified by Visa and MasterCard, Hyperring uses advanced encryption and works only within 3 centimeters of terminals for added security. Right, so it works only in a proximity of 3 centimeters. You never need to charge it. It doesn't need any batteries, right, because of the NFC technology chips, and the NFC chips that are in there outlast the human lifespan, basically. So if you want to give the Hypercycle ring to your children after you pass away, then this maybe at one point becomes an issue. But in your lifetime, you will be able to use it without needing any charging or anything. And then we have 3 phases. Phase 1, use Hyperring to make payments with your personal cards, Visa, MasterCard. So how this works for now is that you have your Hyperring, right? You wear it, and then you have your app, and then you can pay with your Hyperring with the cards that are connected, I believe, with your app, something like that. And then phase 2, enable crypto payments via prepaid cards for a seamless digital experience. And phase 3, transfer tokens to rings, including spending rewards like Hyper AI Box earnings directly through your Hyperring for day-to-day life. Have you heard about Hyperring before? Do you own a Hyperring? If you own a Hyperring, let me know in the chat. I want to know if anyone here owns a Hyperring. Or are you interested in getting a Hyperring? Also let me know. Is anyone here interested in getting a Hyperring? Let's look at that here. And I have the music off because I don't know if this is copyrighted. So now I have to mute my entire video. So yeah, there you have your Hyperring, and you basically just tap it, and then you make your payment. So that's how it works. And this is how you soon can pay with your crypto. For now, Visa and MasterCard. So yeah, that's basically the Hyperring. Anybody here interested in getting a Hyperring at one point? If so, let me know in the chat or in the comments. I mean, if it would be simple to pay with your crypto, that would be amazing. Like just with my trading money and then paying with my USDT. So also this year, MetaLex, I don't know, has anybody here ever heard about MetaLex? I don't even know if I talked about MetaLex at one point, maybe, but it's decentralized exchange basically for trading in the ecosystem of the ASI Alliance, and it works via AI agents. So yeah, the public beta is now live. Swap, trade, and explore agentic DeFi trading in action. So you basically don't have any market makers, whatever. It's just peer-to-peer trading through AI agents, which is pretty cool. On the one side, it's pretty cool because you don't have any manipulation. Okay, it's just peer-to-peer trading. At the other side, the way I trade is I exploit the manipulation of the market makers, and I basically ride the wave with them. So for me, it's it's not a viable way to trade, but it's still, yeah, the beta launch now. We can actually look into that, look into how that looks like here. There it is. So yeah. It basically looks like a normal exchange, right? Just you have your agents that trade for you. For now, I believe you can only trade FET and Tether, which makes sense, right? Because it's just in beta. It's just testing stuff, and you can connect your wallet right here. You will need to get the ASI wallet or Kepler wallet, and then you can, yeah, trade. I will obviously keep you updated on stuff that's going on with MetaLex as well, as it starts to mature a little bit. Because again, it's in beta, just launched, basically proof of concept, but it's looking good. All right, now let's head over to a few other things. For example, this here. Let's listen to what Jan LeCun has to say here about AGI development.
That if we succeed in this plan, which may succeed within the next 5 or 10 years, 5 to 10 years, we'll have systems that, as time goes by, we can build up to become as intelligent as humans, perhaps. So reach human level intelligence within a decade. That may be optimistic, all right? 5 to 10 years would be if everything goes great, all the plans that we've been making will succeed. We're not going to encounter unexpected obstacles, but that is almost certainly not going to happen.
You don't like that, right? Like AGI and human level intelligence, you think is far away or unlikely?
No, I don't think it's that far away. I don't think my opinion about how far it is are very different from what you will hear from Sam Altman or Demis Hassabis or things like this. It's, quite possibly within a decade, but it's not gonna happen next year. It's not gonna happen in 2 years. It's gonna take longer, and so you don't want to extrapolate the capabilities of LLM and say, we're just going to scale up LLM, train them with bigger computers on more data, and human level intelligence is going to emerge. It's not going to work this way. We're going to have those new architectures, those JEPAs, systems that learn from the real world and can plan hierarchically.
So what did you just say there? We need systems that learn from the real world. Where have you seen such a system before? Let me think. Where have you seen such a system before that can plan, that can learn from the real world and then plan according to the... Oh yeah, ARIS. Right, this is exactly what ARIS is doing. So yeah, the ASI Alliance on a very good way here. Now, Jan LeCun says about a decade, if everything goes great till we see AGI, you all know my prediction, and my prediction is probably not what you all would expect because I'm so hyped up about everything. But yeah, if you want to watch my video, I will not spoil it here, but head over to my channel and watch my video. When will we realistically have AGI? Something like that it's called. You will probably be surprised what my prediction is. Will it be shorter or longer than what Jan LeCun says? Who knows? You need to watch my video for that. Cannot spoil everything here because you need to watch my videos so I get a few more views on them. Anyway, so yeah. 5 to 10 years if everything goes well. And he basically also says, and this is what we have talked about since forever on this channel, scaling LLMs will not lead to AGI. You need fundamentally different architectures, because if you scale LLMs, you just get prediction models that don't have any understanding of the real world, that maybe work much better. Again, we talked about this. The new ChatGPT 01 Is it O1? Yeah, I believe so. It's not a reasoner. It is not a reasoner. It doesn't reason from an understanding of what the real world actually is. It is an LLM that is better at reasoning, but it is not a reasoner in a sense that it reasons from an actual understanding of any fundamental logic about what the real world is. Right? So, yeah. 5 to 10 years, according to Jan LeCun. 2 to 3 years, according to Ben Goertzel. Who knows how many years, according to Philip Wiese. Anyway, let's head over into the next story here. And this here is, yeah, let's go into that. Amazon Web Services brings multi-agent orchestration to Bedrock. Amazon Web Services is doubling down on AI agents with the announcement of multi-agent capabilities on its Amazon Bedrock platform. While a single agent can be useful, more complex While a single agent can be useful, more complex tasks like performing financial analysis across hundreds or thousands of different variables may require a large number of agents with their own specializations. And you remember when I told you right in the beginning of the stream, you remember when we read through the FET agent stuff and I said, hey, keep that in mind. It's going to be interesting later on. Yeah, now's the point. If you don't remember that, you will need to scroll back and look at that again. But yeah, however, creating a system that can coordinate multiple agents, share context across them, and dynamically route different tasks to the right agent requires specialized tools and generative AI expertise that many companies do not have available. Well, I, for one, know of a company that has this available, right? Many don't, but I know a company that does. Do you as well? I think you do as well. Well, the ASI Alliance, FET, right? FET has this available. It's actually being deployed right now. It's actually being deployed right now. This is, at least from my understanding, exactly what the Cortex model and the foundational AI models will do, right? Because you have your, I need a whiteboard for that. Give me a second. I could just turn my camera around and show you my whiteboard in my room here, actually, but I will use, it's there. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Oh, you getting behind the scenes here, right? Right there is my whiteboard. Anyway. So, but I will use a digital whiteboard because I cannot be bothered to set that up right now. Give me a digital whiteboard. This one. Is this one that I usually use? Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, again, let's keep in mind. However, creating a system, let's go into that again. However, creating a system that can coordinate multiple agents, share context across them, and dynamically route different tasks to the right agent requires specialized tools and generative AI expertise that many companies do not have available, right? So what will the foundational models do, or the Cortex model? How will they work? How will that look like? We basically have different companies and organizations and universities and whatever it is that all use a Cortex model. So 1, 2, 3, that's the ugliest 3 I've ever drawn in my life. The 4 is not much better. 5, right? And they all use the Cortex model, C. That's the ugliest C anyway. And they all use the Cortex model. And we just read through it in the beginning of the stream. Collaboration, nothing will be gatekept, knowledge will be shared. So how will this look like? It will look like this. It will be arrows going back and forth. Organization 1 uses a Cortex model for themselves and will all feed back into Cortex, which makes Cortex better and which helps Cortex to develop more and more. which then in turn helps other organizations that use Cortex with their problems, which then in turn feed Cortex more and more information, which then makes Cortex even better and develops more and more, which then in turn helps other organizations to be better, use Cortex in a better way, which then helps in turn to develop Cortex more and more. It's just a feedback loop that goes on and on and on. And these are basically FET AI agents that work across all the different organizations, learn more and more, develop themselves further, and the Cortex model just grows bigger and better. And as we all know, the best part is you can own part of that. This down here, this right here, this is what you can own. And as Cortex grows, your share of Cortex, so to speak, grows as well. And this is how all the foundational AI models from the ASI Alliance will work. And if these are not absolutely the best fundamentals that you've ever seen, then I don't know which is. Right? Come on now. Isn't that, I mean, just imagine the freaking value that will come out of this when we have different organizations in all kinds of different fields working with that model, feeding that model, and that model connecting all of that together, learning from all of that, and then growing with that, being able to provide these organizations with even better information, help them even better, and then get an even better feedback. It's just insanity, man. And you don't just have Cortex, you will have multiple of these foundational models. I believe most people don't even understand how big of a deal this potentially could be. Now, again, I say potentially could be, because we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, okay? For now, this is has not been done yet. Yeah, it's in its infancy. It's just about to start, okay? But the potential is crazy, and you can be part of it right from the beginning and own your share of these foundational models. So it's all about how convicted are you? Are you convicted in Humane Cheek, in Ben Goertzel, in the ASI Alliance, from what you've seen so far, from what they have done so far, from the research that is happening, from what is coming out? Are you convicted that they will steer this all in the right direction, that these models will be used, that these models will grow, that these models will create an increase in revenue stream, and that all of this becomes just a self-reinforcing, advancing AI model that just keeps growing? If yes, this is a no-brainer. If no, well, why would you watch this channel? No, anyway, I'm just joking. Obviously, we want to critically observe that, but for now, it looks just freaking amazing. And I really don't have any other words for it. So let's head over into this article. There was another interesting thing, and I don't know if this is being done, but probably it is. So using multi-agent collaboration in Amazon Bedrock, customers can get more accurate results by creating and assigning specialized agents for specific steps of a project and accelerating tasks by orchestrating multiple agents working in parallel. Customers build their specialized agents on Bedrock and then make a supervisor or orchestrator agent to help them manage the other agents. This sounds kind of like FET is doing, right? Supervisor agent, basically, this would be the Cortex foundational model, right? That is obviously decentralized on the blockchain. And then the other agents are the agents from the organizations that feed back the overall Cortex agent. And obviously, you have very specialized models, multiple specialized foundational models in the future. So you could imagine how there are multiple agents for specialized tasks, and then the feedback loop gets even bigger. Once the other agent finishes their task, the orchestrator agent then pulls all that information together. Enterprises turn to agents to help them simplify their workflows. So having an agentic ecosystem with multiple agents is fast becoming popular, and service providers have noticed. Microsoft offers a library of agents for Copilot, users and has amassed one of the largest agents ecosystems. ServiceNow has a suite of AI agents, making its Orchestra agent a big selling point. Even OpenAI understands the growing appeal of AI agents with its Swarm AI agent framework. So you can see how this really takes over the AI mainstream narrative everywhere. And as far as I am concerned, and as far, in my opinion, how it looks like, it's just a matter of time till the ASI Alliance will be mentioned in one breath with all these other organizations. Because it just looks like, just as Ben Goetschel said, that the ASI Alliance has the strongest strongest foundations for all of that outside of big tech. So ASI Alliance is very, very soon getting their piece of the AI market pie. Alrighty. Good. Let me catch my breath for a second here. Man, the next year is going to be insane, just insanity. Imagine, I mean, yeah, the bull market now basically started, but it's not that crazy. If you have been here 2021 in the last bull run, you know how freaking crazy it gets. Just imagine what the next year will look like if this stuff doubles, triples, quadruples in its pacing. It's going to be insanity, man. I will need to do this actually more seriously and not just at the side. I will probably need to turn this channel into actually serious work at one point, and not just do that as a hobby at the side, as this keeps accelerating in the way it does. All right, Amazon launches Nova AI model family. My God. Amazon launches Nova AI model family for generating text, images, and videos. Yeah, I'm not talking about mainstream AI as much as I used to, because so much is going on with decentralized AI and everything in there, but this is definitely noteworthy. The e-commerce giant is fielding a whole new AI model family called Nova, which allows users to generate text, images, and videos, pitting it right up against the likes of OpenAI, Google, and even its own investment, Anthropic. Now, I have not even watched these videos because I wanted to watch them with you together. So let's look into them. Okay. Now, the way I watch videos like this, I am always watching for cues that tell me that this is AI generated. So where do you see cues that tell you that this is AI generated? Maybe the eye? The eye, because this eye looks a little bit weird, right? This is a little bit weird. But I mean, this looks freaking amazing. You can tell me what you want, but this looks freaking amazing. But where are the cues? I don't know, this one is very hard. If I just would watch this and not specifically look for cues, I don't think I would see that this is AI generated. Now, where you really see cues is when it's moving a lot. When things are moving a lot, you can see a lot of cues because, again, these AI models, they don't know what the world is. They don't know physics. They don't know how the world works. So when things are moving, you can see that they are just kind of weird. Let's look into this. All right. Okay, we have movement. This looked pretty good. I mean, I would say the graphics maybe tell me that this is not real. But movement-wise, this looks okay. Let's look at that ball throw here. Yeah, that ball throw is. See that? Right here, where my mouse is? Yeah, there you see it, definitely. But otherwise, it looks not that bad. Or do you see? Here we go. What is that over here? There's a weird lag that just is, yeah. And here the lag disappears. Okay. But generally, I mean, and here also, right there, the lags. But this is what I watch out for when I want to know if anything is AI generated. Look at the movement. And with the legs, with the extremities of the body, weird stuff happens. Right? This is how you can tell if something is AI generated. But it's hard to tell sometimes, man. If you just see it once and you don't look for it, it's hard to tell. But yeah, look at the legs here. Just weirdness going on there. But overall, it looks pretty good. What do we have here? I mean, obviously this is AI generated, right? But I mean, pretty cool video. Yeah, no, definitely looks cool, that model. So Nova. The Amazon Nova suite introduces several models tailored to specific use cases, all supporting more than 200 languages. Right, we don't need to read through that. It's text to image and stuff like that, all the different models. So we have these Nova Canvas. Users can edit images through natural language text prompts and adjust layouts or color schemes. Built-in safety measures such as watermarking and content moderation ensure responsible AI usage. And we have Nova Real. This video generation model supports advanced features, including camera motion controls like panning, zooming, and 360-degree rotations. It allows for the creation of dynamic 6-second videos with additional functionalities expected in the future. I think this is 1 minute. Will not. Yeah. Would you eat that burger? Would you eat these fries? Would you drink that Coke? Okay, that one is pretty cool. Yeah. You definitely see that this is not real. But good. Anyway, we don't need to really look through all of that, but cool new model on the horizon. More to come, obviously. Amazon has announced plans to expand the Nova family in 2025 with 2 additional models. A speech-to-speech model for natural human-like verbal interactions and an any-to-any modality model that can process and generate text, images, audio, and video, enabling seamless translation and editing across modalities. And this is definitely what I am most excited about. This is pretty cool. All right. And with that being said, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for being here with me all the time, sticking through these stories, showing up every live stream. I really appreciate that. Despite us not talking about crazy token price actions, just sticking with the fundamentals. So I'm very glad that there are people who keep a level head and don't just go into this token craziness. Maybe you have noticed I have not talked at all about the AI agent meme tokens and stuff like that. This stuff just does not have any place on this channel, okay? I really don't want to be, obviously I talk about crypto. I also want crypto tokens to go up. I will talk about the FET tokens, things like that. But I really don't want to be another AI crypto channel like there are millions to talk about the hottest new token, whatever. I really don't want to do that. No, we want to stick with fundamentals here and look into AI. But in saying that, we obviously also want to look into the charts to see what maybe will happen in the future. And yeah, guys, I need a new chart with you. Maybe I need to copy all of that because I cannot delete my drawings here all the time. I need my drawings on here when trading. No, I need that green line. I want to delete my fibs. There we go. All right, so what have we been looking at? We have been looking at the top of the market being here. We have been looking at Bitcoin dominance. Let's jump into a different chart really. Yeah, that one is good. Remove drawings. All right, so the new month has done what I wanted it to do, which is trading up, as trading down first. As you all know, I want us to trade down first because this is how we create the tail of the month. You see that? People are going crazy. Oh God, Bitcoin crash. Everything is doomed. Dude, we are just creating a tail. You see this right here? Every month has a freaking tail. And this is what we just did. We created a tail for the month, okay? So chill, guys, chill. We will go up. Maybe not. Maybe we will not go up. Who knows, right? We made a swing high in the weekly time frame. So when we make a swing high, I expect usually this candle here to be run out. So we could go all the way down here to this white line. We could go down very further, well, a lot further actually, and it would still be very bullish. I mean, it's crazy. Here, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, we have been at 67K. And now it's like, oh God, we are only at 96K. It's so bearish. We are only at 96,000. Yeah, okay. Sure, bro. 96,000 is really very bearish. You should short. Go ahead, short an uptrend and see what happens. I mean, come on. Does this look like a downtrend to you? Does this look like a downtrend to you? Because we have a dip here. You all realize that price does not go like this, right? Price doesn't do that. But apparently people want price to do that or expect price to do that. It's crazy. I mean, if you look at Twitter, people are going absolutely insane. They expect price to go like that. Sorry, bro, price works like this, okay? It is up in an upwards trajectory, but there will always be ups and downs. Why? Because a market maker liquidates you. The market maker plays with your emotions and wants to liquidate you because the market maker wants to get all your money. Yeah, it is what it is. So better get used to a little bit of chop. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is not a downtrend. Come on. If you listen to a different YouTuber in the last couple of days who told you that we are in a downtrend, unsubscribe, block them, never listen to words they say. I'm sorry, but they have no idea what they're talking about. So what do I think is happening right now? I feel like we are ranging, right? Bitcoin moves in ranges. We have talked about that. Bitcoin moves in ranges, okay? It ranges and then moves up. And what happens then? It ranges again. And this is exactly what is happening here and right now. Will we see 100K this month? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I don't really care, I have to say. Because Bitcoin ranging is the best thing that can happen for our altcoins. Bitcoin right now, but as long as we stay in this range, I am super, super, super mega bullish. If we leave this range, I am probably still mega bullish because if we go down here, right? If we go down here and then back up here, we did not actually leave the range. We just broadened the range, okay? Just like we did here. We did not leave the range. We just broadened the range, okay? So yeah, but for now, our range is, I mean, you could even say that our range for now is this. This is our range for now. This here maybe, but yeah, this is our range for now. And this range may be broadened, but yeah, overall, we are ranging. Good. So I want to talk with you today about how I think this whole bull run will go. what it's looking like, what this bull run will look like. Because what we are seeing right now is that coins go absolutely bananas that are a bit older, like Algorand, HBAR, Chainlink, XRP, Cardano. These coins are going absolutely bananas, which are the older coins. So what do I think is happening? How will this bull run look like? First of all, let's look at how generally the last bull run looked like. The last bull run looked like this. Bitcoin goes up, right? And then it goes a little bit like this. And after Bitcoin, everybody takes profits on Bitcoin right here because Bitcoin went up like crazy, and they allocate their profits to Ethereum. So Ethereum goes up. And then after Ethereum goes up like crazy, everybody takes profits on Ethereum and puts it into all the other altcoins. So all the other altcoins go up. And then everybody takes profits on all the other altcoins and relocates them back to Bitcoin because Bitcoin has gone down, right? And because everything else was in focus. So Bitcoin will go up again, and then Ethereum, and then the other altcoins. This is basically how the last bull run looked like, roughly, roundabout, okay? Let's not talk about meme coins here. Meme coins are something else, okay? Let's not talk about meme coins here. So this cycle, I believe, looks a little bit like this. Bitcoin goes up. And then Ethereum and the older coins go up. Like this is your Cardano, this is your XRP, this is your Polygon, whatever else you have there, Algorand. And then probably your newer coins will go up, right? And this is your FET, for example, your Tau, your whatever other coin there is. And then after that, right, these are newer coins, but they are still kind of established. And then after that, we'll likely see small caps going absolutely bananas, like your PAL AI, for example, or Palm AI, whatever else you have. And then relocation back into Bitcoin. And throughout all of this, you have meme coins doing this and then that, this and that, this and that, right? This is what meme coins do is the whole cycle, basically. All right. So this is how I believe the cycle will play out. You have first Bitcoin going crazy like it just did. Then people right now taking profits on their Bitcoin and reallocating that to Ethereum and the more established coins. Why? Because you need to think like an investor, okay? If you have a lot of money, you want your money first and foremost to be safe and secure, okay? So you don't put it into a meme coin. And I noticed I didn't have my screen big. I'm sorry. I am sorry, okay? I wanted to have it big for you anyway. If you're an investor, you're putting your money into Bitcoin. You don't want these plays, yeah? You don't want to be in a coin that moves like that, okay? Because this is not safe or secure. Imagine you have $1 million and you put it in a coin that moves like that. You will have 10 heart attacks in 1 hour, okay? So you put your money into a safe coin like Bitcoin. And if you take profits on Bitcoin, you put your money into the next safe coin that hasn't moved that much, which are coins like Algorand, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP. So then these coins go up. And then maybe you have made a lot of money and now you can take a part of that, a small part of that, and think like, oh, why not? We are in a bull run. So put that money into other coins that still have strong fundamentals, but are a little bit newer, like FET, like Tau, like whatever other newer coins we have that are pretty cool. Ondo maybe. And yeah. And then after that, you say, oh, a little bit of that money, why not put it into smaller caps? And then after that, Bitcoin has gone sideways or maybe even a little bit down considerably. So you then can put your savings back into Bitcoin because you see, hey, Bitcoin has went down or sideways but down. So yeah, let's put it back in there because it's safe. And then Bitcoin goes up and then the whole cycle starts over, right? Okay, anyway. This is basically how I would see this market moving. All right, and with that being said, don't panic. It's all good. Nothing crazy is going on. Dips are part of the game. We will have 1 year of craziness ahead, but stay safe out there. The Black Swan event could be tomorrow, right? This is why it's called the Black Swan event, because you have no idea. It happens out of the blue. You don't count on it. It is not announced. It just happens from 1 second to the other, and everything is fucked, basically. So stay safe out there and take profits, okay? When it comes to fundamentals, a Black Swan doesn't matter that much. That is why I am so hyped on FET and what FET is building, because what can happen that AI systems that make industries more profitable are not asked for anymore? This will always be asked for. What situation could happen that this is not asked for anymore? World War III, you still have industries producing stuff. You still have probably, then you have other industries producing stuff, right? But you still have industries producing stuff. So you still need AI models that make this more efficient. A comet hitting the Earth? Well, okay. Maybe when a comet hits the Earth and kills all of humanity, maybe then your coin goes to zero. Your fundamentally strong coin goes to zero. But then you have other problems than worrying about your pet coin, okay? So with that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and I'll see all of you next week, next Wednesday. Bye, guys.